What's up, everybody? It's Jay here, and today I'm going to be talking about femininity. I want to talk about femininity because I talked about trans men and trans masculine people and misogyny on this channel before, and I kind of want to talk about the other side of that and being feminine, having feminine aspects to yourself, being okay with that, and being aware of just yourself. So this kind of came up in my head because I was talking to my girlfriend the other day, and I I don't know why I was thinking about this, but I follow a lot of study blogs on Tumblr because I need serious motivation in order to actually do anything, including but not limited to studying. And I posed the question, why is it that the majority of study bloggers are girls? I've never seen a cis dude with a study blog, because any male study bloggers that I've seen have been trans guys, or I've seen some non-binary people as well, but it's majority girls, and I haven't seen a single cis dude. So I was like, what's up with that? And then I went on to say, my love of stationery is probably my most feminine aspect, because a lot of people consider like a love of stationery to be one of those girly things. I don't know why. What about stationery is feminine? Everyone needs pens and paper, but people see it as feminine, and like the whole study blur scene is very feminine. And then she turned to me and she said, no, the most feminine thing about you is your love of musicals. And she has a good point. I really like musicals. There's a lot of things that I like that are really feminine. There's a lot of things that I do that are really feminine, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with being feminine, in the same way that people are okay with cis guys being feminine, with cis guys wearing dresses, wearing makeup, all that kind of stuff. Trans men and trans masculine people have just as much a right to do those things as cis guys. As an extension of that, you don't have to fit that hyper masculine narrative of trans men. A lot of people do fit that narrative, and that's okay. Lots of people are really masculine, lots of people are hyper masculine, and that's fine. But you don't have to force yourself to fit that, and you don't have to fit that. It's okay for you to be really masculine, it's okay for you to be really feminine, but you don't have to force yourself to be either of those things. You don't have to fit that always masculine since birth thing either. Some guys were really masculine as kids, and some guys would never play with dolls or never play with anything pink. I was a pretty good mix of the two. I loved a lot of masculine stuff, and it was very obvious that I preferred masculine stuff. But I had Barbies, I had Bratz dolls, I had fucking Polly Pockets, I had loads of feminine stuff, I had a fucking baby born and everything. I had feminine things, I liked feminine things. There are still feminine things that I like, and that's okay. That doesn't make me less of a guy, and it doesn't make me less of a trans person. The only difference being, however, a lot of the feminine things that I like, people won't know I like them unless I tell them. Obviously, some people like more obvious feminine things, such as dresses, makeup, stuff like that, where people look at you and they know. The most obvious feminine thing that I ever do is this. I move my hands a lot when I talk, and my girlfriend calls it the gay hand. Makes sense because it's seen as a feminine thing, and on a man it's seen as a camp thing. Now, I know some people, in an attempt to fit in, especially early in transition, and to pass and to just blend into maleness in society, you can put on a bit of a hypermasculine front. Everyone has done this to some degree at some point, and that's okay. It's okay to put on a really masculine front to fit in better, but you gotta be aware of it, because if you put on this hypermasculine front, you pass as male, you fit in as male with the men that you are around and that you are interacting with, you can end up contributing to loads of misogyny and sexism that negatively affects the women around you and the women in your life. And I feel like especially trans men and especially trans masculine people need to be aware of the fact that they can contribute to something that may have previously harmed them and hurt them and hindered them. I know it can be very hard to call people out for sexism and misogyny, especially if people know you are trans. But even if they don't know you're trans, it's very hard to do that. And I'm not saying that you have to be the ultra vocal feminist of the group. I'm just saying don't contribute to it, don't add to it, don't join in per se. You don't have to vocally express your distaste for it, but don't join in. You don't have to stop being feminine to be trans. You don't have to lose your feminine interests to be trans. I'm still going to enjoy musicals, going to love musicals. I'm still going to really like stationery and have a huge passion for stationery. I'm still going to enjoy shit like the fucking Princess Diaries. It's a good fucking movie. Like, you can still enjoy feminine shit, and that's 100% okay. And that anyone who tells you that it's not okay for a trans person to like feminine things needs to remove the stick from their rear. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please click the like button down here and the subscribe button. I really don't know which side is which anymore. I'm so confused. If you want, you can also check out my video about trans men and misogyny. It's in one of these corners. As I said, I don't know which side is which anymore. And the comment box is open for any questions, opinions, blah 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 that you have. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.